Hello students, in today's lecture I am going to explain operational amplifier as a voltage follower and zero crossing detector. Let's see these both the concept in this lecture. What is voltage follower? This voltage follower is also called by name buffer. What is voltage follower? That means the circuit output follows the input voltage. Suppose if input voltage is 1, then output also you are going to get 1. Or if your input voltage is 3, then output voltage is also 3. That means in this case output voltage follows the input voltage only, and that is called voltage follower. And the question comes that why this voltage follower circuit is required? Because there are some circuits, there are some amplifiers, multi-stage amplifiers are there, or cascaded amplifiers are there. To add one stage to another stages, that time this follower or voltage follower circuit we are going to use to match the impedance. As we know, all the amplifiers will be having high input impedance and low output impedance. To match the impedance, we use voltage follower, and to maintain the same output voltage without altering. Hence, we use voltage follower circuit in many cascaded amplifiers. Now, let's see in this case, operational amplifier is acting as a voltage follower. Let's see how it works. Now, in this case, this is the circuit diagram. This operational amplifier consists negative feedback, resistor R1 and resistor RF is connected to limit the current. Now V in, that means source, is connected to the positive terminal. That means here it is a non-inverting operational amplifier, you can see. When we are using non-inverting operational amplifier, the gain of the operational amplifier in this case is AV is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. How? This we have discussed in part 4, I guess. So please go through that video to come to understand how this AV is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. As we know, AV is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. And what is V0? V0 here in this case I want V in only. That means output should follow the input voltage. So here input whatever you are applying, that same input should be appearing at the output side. So you should get V0 is equal to V in. But when you are using op amp, it will be having its own gain, that is denoted with AV. So V0 is equal to, always it is AV into V in. But what is required is V in. Now just to think how we will get only V in, V0 is equal to V in. When we make AV is equal to 1, that time V0 will become equal to V in. Then the question comes that how to make AV, that means gain of the op amp, to 1, that means unity gain. How to achieve unity gain? For that we have two methods, that means we have some techniques. To get gain is equal to 1, then here in this case RF, this gain of this op amp is 1 plus RF by R1. So already 1 is there. Now this RF by R1 value should become 0. That time only this gain of the op amp in this configuration becomes 1, otherwise no. To make this 0, what is required? RF should become 0 and R1 must be infinite. So 0 divided by anything will become 0. 0 divided by anything will become 0 only. So now the question comes that how to make this RF is 0. So here whatever RF we have connected, that we need to remove and just short it with the output. When you short this, then resistance will become 0. So RF will become 0. Then the question comes that how to make this R1 infinite or very high value. Then you make this circuit open, so that when you remove this circuit resistance, then this circuit and this circuit maybe becomes open. when the open circuit resistance is very high, that is in terms of infinite, so you are going to get at the denominator infinite. 0 divided by infinite is 0, so AV is equal to 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1, so we are going to get AV is 1, V naught is equal to AV into VI. As AV is 1, so V naught is equal to VI. So that is what I have written here. Here I have shown it is open, here I have shown it is a short. So short, it is 0, it is open, it is infinite, so the circuit provide the unity gain. That is what I have written. V naught by V in is equal to 1, so V naught is equal to V in. Output follow the input, hence called voltage follower. The application of this particular voltage follower or buffer is in the cascaded amplifier for matching the impedance. This is what about the voltage follower. Now let's move to the another concept, that is called zero crossing detector. What is zero crossing detector, why it is required, and types of zero crossing detector? Let's see now. There are basically two types of zero crossing detector. One is a inverting zero crossing detector and another one is a non-inverting zero crossing detector. What is this zero crossing detector? What exactly it does? It is a circuit which identifies the zero crossing transition of a sinusoidal AC signal and provides a pulse there. Otherwise, you can say in other meaning, zero crossing detector converts a AC signal, sinusoidal AC signal, into square wave signal. That is called zero crossing detector. Now let's see how that operational amplifier act as a zero crossing detector. In that, first one is inverting zero crossing detector. I would like to tell one thing here. This particular things we have seen in the second concept of operational amplifier, effect of open loop, effect of very high gain in the open loop configuration. That same explanation comes here along with some other modification. See, this is the circuit diagram of inverting zero crossing detector. In this configuration, feedback is not used. That feedback is not used means what? Operational amplifier is using in the open loop configuration. When you are using in the open loop configuration, what it indicates? Very high value. Very high value in terms of infinite, but when you are supplying a particular voltage, this particular voltage will act as a infinite source here. That means the maximum voltage of that supply will act as a very high value. Now, so this is called inverting zero crossing detector because the source is connected to the negative terminal and positive terminal is grounded, and this ground is considered as a reference. This particular operational amplifier compare this input signal with this ground, that means reference value, then it produces the signal at every zero crossing of sinusoidal AC signal, and which can be used for the switching purposes. Let's see one by one. Now we know output is available at this, that is V naught, and V naught is given by equation AV into VD, where AV is the gain of the operational amplifier and VD is the differential voltage. How we write VD? That difference voltages can be written as V plus minus V minus or V1 minus V2. So here V plus, what is the voltage? V plus is connected to the ground, hence potential is 0, minus what is V minus? It is connected to the source, that is Vi. So 0 minus Vi. Now consider the case when this input source signal is greater than 0. That means what? That is the positive cycle, that means positive value. That means this is the input AC signal. When Vi is greater than 0, it is above the 0 level, hence it is greater than 0. When it is greater than 0, that means Vi is a positive value. When Vi is a positive value, if you apply here positive value, plus into minus minus, so it becomes Vd, difference voltage becomes minus Vi. So here you can substitute this minus Vi, so equation becomes V naught is equal to, same expression I have written here, V naught is equal to minus into AV into Vi. So now minus Vi or AV is the open loop gain. Maximum voltage how much we can achieve, that is the saturation level of this VCC, that is minus V saturation we are going to get. For example, if this is you are applying 12 volt the saturation. If you are applying 15 volt, then 15 volt is the saturation. So in this case, whenever the signal is positive, that means above the zero level, then you are going to get voltage or pulse at the negative side. And when Vi is less than 0, if suppose this input signal is less than 0, that means now this signal at this side, it is becoming going in the negative direction or lesser than 0, that means minus value. When this Vi becomes minus, minus into minus, that becomes plus. So Vd is equal to positive value. Positive into AV is positive V saturation. At this point, this zero crossing detector produces the pulse at the positive side, that is how much V saturation. So here signal, sinusoidal signal is converted into square wave. That is what the definition we have seen. Zero crossing detector converts sinusoidal AC signal to the square wave signal, or at every zero crossing transition of AC signal it provides the pulse. That means at this point zero crossing it is producing the negative, and it at this crossing it producing positive. Why? Because it is inverting. For zero crossing above it is producing a negative, and for negative V input it is producing positive V saturation, hence it is a inverted ZCD. Now similarly we can explain non-inverting zero crossing detector. The process and working is everything remains same, only connection is different now. Now negative is grounded and source is connected to the positive terminal, hence it is called non-inverting ZCD. So V0 we know AV into Vd. Difference voltage how we write? V plus minus V minus. So here V plus, what is V plus? Is the source, that is Vi, minus V minus, that means negative terminal is connected to the ground or zero reference, so it is reference value, that is nothing but 0, Vi minus 0. Now consider case first one. If signal, source signal is greater than 0, that means in the positive side, if it is greater than 0, Vi is greater than this 0, then positive cycle or positive value. So I can write plus Vi. Plus Vi into AV is plus Vsat. So that is what for this positive cycle, at a positive cycle zero crossing, it is producing positive value only, positive Vsat only. Then for next case, if Vi, this source is less than 0, less than 0 means what? It is moving in the negative direction, minus value means what? It is less than 0. For this Vi values, what happens? It is minus. Vi is less than 0, that means minus cycle or minus value. Vd is equal to, here Vi is what? Vi is minus Vi, and minus reference is 0. Now it becomes minus Vi only, minus Vi or minus Vsat. Minus Vsat into AV is minus Vsat only. So for this negative cycle of sinusoidal, for this zero crossing, it is producing the negative Vsat only. For positive, it is producing positive. For negative, it is producing negative. Hence, it is called non-inverting zero crossing detector. And in the earlier case, in the inverting zero crossing detector, what we have seen? For positive cycle zero crossing, it has produced the negative value, and for negative zero crossing, it has produced the positive value, that is inverted, and here it is non-inverting. In the examination, they may ask, with neat circuit diagram and waveform, explain the zero crossing detector. With this diagram and this waveform, you need to explain along with this equations, so that examiner may give a full marks for this particular answers. So hence I request this particular operational amplifier chapter is very easy to score. So don't skip this chapter. Try to go through the all the explanation given by me. If you are not understanding, you can comment. So in this lecture, what I have covered operational amplifier as a voltage follower, and in this and next one is we have seen zero crossing detector, operational amplifier as a zero crossing detector. And where we find this application of zero crossing detector, we find application of zero crossing detectors in many where, specifically for alarming or temperature sensing, pressure sensing. There we use this zero crossing detector. Basically, operational amplifier is a versatile amplifier which can be used for various purposes. Whenever you are using in the open loop configuration, you can use it as a zero crossing detector. With the help of this explanation, I will conclude today's lecture. Thank you.